Welcome back, Halo followers. Today we have a huge controversy regarding Halo Infinite. All right, and this one you might want to sit up and listen to. So, the progression system has changed from what we have seen before. Instead of relying completely on XP regarding like when you play a game, you win or lose, you get some XP at the launch, and then that progresses you through the game, and you can unlock stuff via that way. There is actually a new way that they're doing it. And if you remember challenges are essentially like little tasks, like kill 100 or 1,000 grunts with a needler, or kill 100 players with a rocket launcher in multiplayer. That is how pretty much XP is going to be earned, right? So they actually clarified this on a recent blog. They say, first off, I want to correct my own language when discussing the Battle Pass all up. In our live stream, I stated that the Battle Pass system will always have free and paid rewards available at each tier. This statement is incorrect for our launch Battle Pass. Is that first piece of paid DLC, right? Our goal is still to provide great value for players for their time spent earning playing Halo. Whether they choose to go premium route by purchasing the Battle Pass or by unlocking the incremental Battle Pass items that are available for free. So, while there isn't a free reward at every tier, there will be numerous free rewards to acquire across the entirety of the season's Battle Pass. And yes, we are still allowing you to keep your Battle Passes once the season is over. They will not expire. They also say our challenge system had some issues in the preview that hit a few players and prevented forward progress on their Battle Pass. Our first issue was that we failed to cool the challenge decks of challenges that could not be completed with bot-only matches. This caused players to get blocked behind these challenges, and that is not our intent for launch. And yet, everyone feels like it is going to. The reason why this is kind of backwards and anti-consumer is that instead of playing games that you want to play, let's say you just want to play big team battle, there's a bunch of challenges that will basically putting you in a corner. You have to play SWAT over here. That is how you progress in the game. Or you have to use the needler on this certain day in order to progress at all. This is great for rewarding players to do some activity or to use some kind of weapon on a special day here or there, and influencing players that want to participate more in the progression and get a boost. But to have that as the only way to progress throughout the game, especially through this whole paid DLC thing, is kind of weird. Unishak said on Twitter, "Hey Nick, playing and winning matches will be challenges, which will help players progress through the Battle Pass." So basically, there will be challenges that are set up to winning and playing matches, right? But they will be within challenges instead of the match itself. This is a huge difference than anything we've ever seen before, and it relies on your progression being on challenges. So when you run out of challenges, screw you. You don't rank up that day. Or if you don't get the challenge 100%, screw you. You don't get XP. Even when this means no per match XP at launch, which he just confirmed that, all right? You're still always progressing through challenges and therefore the BP. We will update the blog to clarify, which I just read. So I actually do have a little bit more here. They say, we also missed some tuning for our daily challenges that caused them not to refresh. This caused players to get blocked as they would run out of daily challenges. Okay, so right there, that is what we call foreshadowing. What is going to happen at launch or on a bad day with the servers when daily challenges are not refreshing, are not updating? Players are essentially, if progression is important to them, are essentially going to stop playing the game. When you complete enough challenges, you are essentially stop being rewarded for playing the game. At a certain point, you can get all the challenges in a day who are weak, and then you're done, decentivizing players to play. This is a huge concern for many players, and basically the tech preview, John said, is that the tech preview had an issue that caused players to have challenges, and our current plans for launch, while not infinite, means it's extremely difficult to run out of daily challenges. I won't say it's impossible, because there will be some grinders out there, but I'd be impressed. And that is kind of concerning, even with him saying the word grinders, because it implies that you're really going to have to work your butt off in order to progress throughout the game and to unlock stuff. This is something that is not confirmed, but is kind of mixed in with some speculation that I have about the game, because it is free to play after all, and essentially on day one, Microsoft is guaranteed no money whatsoever. Of course, there is the Battle Pass, which is going to cost like 10 or 15 bucks, and then we also have the Halo Infinite campaign listed for the whole $60 price tag, which apparently does not include Forge or any of that stuff. So Forge will also be free to play, it looks like. But yeah, this is concerning because instead of playing the modes that you actually want to play and working within the confines of that and still progressing through the game that way and having challenges as an alternate way to boost throughout the ranks, they have these challenges set up in like little daily or weekly or even monthly challenges that will have to keep you on your toes and constantly do things that you don't really want to do. What exactly is extremely difficult to him? You know, obviously he says it is possible, it's not impossible, but there are people out there that will eventually be playing Halo Infinite, complete the challenges, and then literally any games they play, whether they lose or win, are not going to be rewarded. Ubernick also said this, and he wasn't corrected by Unisec, as Unisec did say that their plans for launch are not to have an infinite, but a lot of daily challenges. And Ubernick said, it seems that XP gain from just playing matches will not be a thing, and only doing challenges will allow progression through the Battle Pass. This isn't what I wanted, but I hope 343 can implement in the future and allow players to progress without the challenges. And so now we've hit like a big wall in a sense. I don't know if this is really something that 343 is going to consider changing. It's supposed to promote buying stuff, and a big concern that I have about free-to-play games overall is they say everything is unlockable. You don't have to spend any of your money, but you literally have to grind for hours and hours. Like infamously with EA, back when they released Star Wars Battlefront 2, they basically said, by the way, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, all these characters, you don't have to pay any money for them. You can. You just have to play 80 hours to unlock one character, which is insane. And that's what I'm kind of concerned about here. I mean, Halo Infinite is set up as a live service game. They are trying to make it a free-to-play game. And I wonder, can they make Halo fans happy while lining their pockets like they want to with this game, like making it a successful live service game? Or is it going to come off as a forced gimmick like what we saw with the armor coatings that they insist is going to look better, that allows us to have more freedom, but really it's just because they added more customization to the base details. It's still essentially the same amount, actually a bit less, actually a lot less customization for armor coatings or colors on Spartans than before. Of course, it looks better and there's a lot more details, but as far as options go, it's a lot less. You can't make your Spartan green at launch if you don't have a green armor coating. That is the simple truth. Now, that's a huge debate that I'd rather not get into much because I've already beat that horse dead many times, but Jerry Hook actually did reply to that tweet by Ubernick, and he said, "We hear you on this. Daily challenges for playing matches is the plan for launch, but we're always looking at ways to expand progression across the board. We'll have more to share about the outcomes from the key tech preview. Feedback, including this, is in an upcoming blog on Waypoint." So this is why I said, for the love of God, content droughts will kill games, because they had all this stuff planned for years. And now the second that they share stuff with us, I feel like they're kind of caught off guard a little bit. They're like, oh my God, everyone hates this. And this is a terrible, terrible idea for our, base fans and players. And now they're learning about all this stuff. Now they're shuffling to change it and most likely react to the feedback from the tech preview, which is exactly what that's there for. It's really improving the game, but damn, I would have really appreciated a tech preview last year, and then that way they would have had much more time to eat up and understand the discussions and feedback going on with the game and make huge changes instead of panicking last minute, because from everything that we've heard recently, they are basically in a panic right now. They are trying to wrap this game up, right? There is still so much to do behind the scenes. So it's a huge trade-off, right? And the fact that this game is going to be a live service game, that means that there's going to be a lot of free content, a lot of stuff coming our way. But with these battle passes, I am a little bit concerned about what they have done to compensate for these features to make money in the game and to pressure the player to in order to buy, because they actually do have whole departments, or at least whole roles in the department at 343 that focus on the psychology. And this isn't abnormal, this is pretty normal actually, that focus on the psychology of getting players to invest and buy more stuff in their game. This is business, right? But with this specific issue, with only progressing through challenges, which by the way can run out, can be unfun, can be stupid or boring to you, I think will be problematic in the long term. And ultimately, if you have a day where no one wants to play SWAT or no one wants to play even big team battle, you know, that's not really giving power to the players. That's not allowing players to become or do what they want to do. That is essentially rewarding people to play the game how you want them to play. And this is a sandbox game. This is a sandbox game that should reward players for doing everything that in their own unique way adds to the game. You know, if you want to do some cool trick shots, if you want to play the game in this way, and if you have a cutting edge on other people, then you should be able to be rewarded for that every single time, as much as everyone else is, you know, the respectful, equal way over here and there. Now, I do completely understand that there will be challenges over here that say, win 5 games today, or win 10 games over here, you know, but overall, I think that this is kind of introduces more problems than it's really worth, and they should at least have a baseline progression system like they've always had, right? So that's just my 2 cents about this, and they actually do say on the blog, for launch, our goal is that you will earn progress in the battle pass through playing and winning matches on the regular basis. This will allow you to always jump into a game of Halo and make progress on your goals. So maybe they are going to be changing this, considering all the outcry and all the, basically every single Halo YouTuber, every single Halo fan has pretty much you know, outwardly said that this is not a good idea, this is anti-consumer. And honestly, this is just the beginning too, because there's going to be so many other things that they've done to Halo Infinite's multiplayer that they're simply just not telling us yet, because this game is free to play. And I know that because as time goes on, as we get closer and closer to launch, we are only about 3-something months away from the December 8th launch, that there's just more and more things that we're learning about the game that is concerning, which is why it's like, you know, buckle up, because there's going to be probably some bumps in the road here, but and this is one of them. But anyways, guys, let me know your own thoughts about this. I think I got everything right, and I think I understand the situation, but if I didn't, let me know down in the comment section below how you perceive this, and maybe I missed up on something, but this is how I see it, and that's how everyone else is apparently seeing it too, that this is very limiting, and it's really strongly promoting us buying the battle pass, and if not, screw you, basically. But anyway, I'm going to buy the battle pass regardless, right? I'm a big Halo fan, so yeah, I'm just going to throw my money at 343 and Microsoft. But let me know your own thoughts about this, guys, and I'll be doing a full recap on this Inside Infinite update pretty soon. I'll catch you guys in the next one soon. Peace.